When I tell you this is the season to get your PhD, get your pH balanced, focus on them kids, because your skin glows different, your hair grows different, and you sleep like an infant knowing you're not getting cheated on.
You know, there was a time where being single felt like a quiet accusation, like something about you was unfinished. Single and thriving refers to living a fulfilled, happy, and purposeful life while unpartnered. Lovelies, I have compiled some stitches where we can learn a thing or two, and I'll be back to share more tips.
It's the first time in history where the birth rates have dropped and women don't want to get married anymore. But this is also the first time in history where women no longer financially need to depend on a man. Statistically speaking, girls outperform boys. There are far more women with advanced educational degrees than there are men now. Even with the unequal wage gap, women are still figuring out ways to make more money than men. Before, men could use money to attract women, but it's more than that now, because now we're all on an equal playing field. We don't actually need you for income. We need to know that you're a good person. We need to know that you are self-sufficient, that you are kind, you are emotionally intelligent, that you've gone to therapy, that you have a personality. You have hobbies, you have things that make you interesting. But what you come to realize is that men have focused so much on the exterior of the things that they can own that they've done no work on the inside. So regardless if you are deemed an attractive male in the society with the financial income, if you suck on the inside, no matter what you have on the exterior, it doesn't make you a better person internally. And there have been scientific studies that men live longer and live healthier lives when married, whereas women, we gain no benefits. And so really in a partnership, women should really be interviewing men because it actually hurts us than them.
Adult single women in this day and age, in 2025, are highly intelligent women. I used to downplay my intelligence, but part of the reason why I'm single is because I'm intelligent. When I talk about intelligence, I'm not just referring to academic accolades. In fact, that probably doesn't even matter very much. I'm talking about consciousness, emotional maturity, integrity, a sense, yes, of right and wrong, self-respect, values dignity. These things are signs of highly intelligent people. I think a lot of the time, women are obviously conditioned and taught that if they are single, there's something wrong with them, right? There's a class that everybody took, maybe they just weren't there for the class, or they weren't concentrating during the class. I remember actually quite a few sisters who were older than me at the time used to say, like, they wonder if there was a Bible lesson on how to find a husband that they missed, right? Because it felt like this mysterious thing. But when you look at most adult single women, you look at their lives and the evidence of their life, the fruits of their life, they are highly intelligent people. There's no way that you can see the things happening around this world. You can observe historically, politically, socially, the way women are oppressed in their homes, in religion, in society, in the workplace, in healthcare, in education, in every area of life, and not see that you have a choice. When you choose yourself, when you value your self-respect, you value your dignity, you value the fact that you want to feel safe within yourself internally, as well as in terms of your physical environment, the intelligent option and choice is to remain single. Unless you meet somebody who is just as intelligent and conscious, number one, and number two, is aware of these macro factors, is going to make sure in the interpersonal exchanges and interactions that they have with you, they're going to respect you. They're going to show you honor. They're going to show you care and consideration. I think we are highly intelligent beings. And if you as a woman choose to be single in 2025, that's an intelligent choice. You only have to look at the realities of the lives of women who are not using their intelligence. And they choose to go into relationships that ultimately harm them, sometimes physically, emotionally, and mentally, or at the very least restrict their sense of expression and their identity. So hopefully this is encouraging to you, because I think often this is the unsaid thing, right? It can come across as extremely arrogant, and there are always going to be women who are male-centered or women who are in relationships and they're happy, they get their back up about this. But for me, I know when I'm walking around day to day, when I'm looking at what's happening in the world and looking at history, I know that it's a highly intelligent choice that I've made to remain single, because I'm not stupid, right? I am not going to forsake, barter, negotiate my dignity, my safety, my self-respect, my even developing my intelligence. I'm not going to dim my intelligence in order to be in proximity to a man or in a relationship or marriage with a man, because unfortunately, that is what is expected.
Let me tell you something quickly. A lot of women forget that being single is not a punishment. It is preparation. The only stage in your life where you get to fully choose yourself without compromise. Do the things you love to do. Travel, dance, club, sleep in the center of your bed. Build your career without distractions. I see a lot of you pause your lives thinking, oh, I'll be happier when I get married. I'll be happier when I have kids. But here is the truth. A relationship is only going to add to you, not complete you. Learn to enjoy your own company. Understand that you are the only person that can give yourself the happiness, the joy that you seek. So if you don't enjoy your own company, sis, you will keep running into situations where you have to depend on someone else for your happiness. So to my singles, dare to leave. So once you are married, my darling, there are so much you may never be able to do by the virtue of marriage. So now that you have the time, live your life to the fullest. Make friends, party, go on multiple dates. Instead of dreading your singleness, embrace it. Because that is the foundation of the woman you are becoming. Enjoy it, own it, and I'll see you again.
This might be a hot take, but all of the hot, successful, really driven women are in their single girl era right now. And I think that's because it's almost impossible to find a man who matches your energy, let alone bring something to the table that you don't have. And we are all looking for partners that add something to our lives, and we can't find someone who is better than us. I'm not even trying to sound conceited. There are so many hot, successful ladies right now. We are going off. And the men just can't keep up. So, am I going insane, or is this true? Let me know what you think.
It's just so funny to me when people are genuinely concerned about people in their 30s. They're like, oh my God, you're single, you live by yourself, you don't have any kids, you're not married, are you okay? I'm fucking great. Are you kidding? Is that a joke? You know who you need to be worried about? Go worry about your friends in their 20s who got married super early. They're about headed to the first divorce by now. They have kids. They can't do anything that they want to do when they want to do it. They have no free time. People in their 30s who are not married, who don't have kids, can do whatever the fuck they want to do whenever they want to do it. They don't have anyone to answer to. And we have adult money, okay? Don't worry about us. We are good. We don't need any sympathy, babe. But thank you so much for caring and being so concerned that we're so sad. We're so sad. Please.
You men do realize that women are choosing to stay single. They're choosing to be single than actually being single. I have a lot of men on my TikTok comment and they're like, oh, where's your ring? Oh, where's your boyfriend? Oh, where's your husband? Y'all, I choose not to have one. It's not because men don't try to talk to me. It's not because men aren't in my DMs. It's not because men don't want to take me out. It's not because men don't want to marry me. I'm choosing. I'm choosing to be single. And I'm choosing not to have a man because it's embarrassing. Literally having a man right now is quite literally possibly the most embarrassing thing you could do right now. It's kind of like an extracurricular activity or a hobby you don't really want. It's why? Why? And I think it's so funny how men are so quick to hop on this app. Well, you're not married. Why would I want to get married to someone who's going to cheat on me? Every single person that I know that is married, about to get married, or in a relationship is either getting cheated on or literally miserable, and misery loves company and they just stay together. Does not sound fun. Literally, you're not selling me on the product at all. I choose to stay single because my expectations are not going nowhere, okay? My expectations are honestly still in the fucking gutter, to be honest, but I have self-worth and self-respect, so therefore I'm going to stay single, because why would I just get a boyfriend because everyone's telling me to get a boyfriend and then have them treat me like shit and cheat on me? I'd rather just be single and do my own thing. But I just think it's hilarious how men come on here and they're like, oh, well, you don't have a man. Yeah, I don't want one.
So lovely. Single and thriving involves embracing autonomy, nurturing deep friendships, pursuing personal passions, and finding joy in self-development rather than waiting for a relationship before you start living. Being single gives you something rare in today's world: space. The space to hear your own thoughts, space to notice what you actually like and not what you were being told to want or like. You see, when you are single, there is no constant negotiation of your identity. You are not shrinking, adjusting, or performing to keep someone interested in you. The society and the church often pressures us to find a spouse and settle down. We are bombarded with messages that marriage is the ultimate goal and measure of success. But we have found out that that is actually not true. But let's not fall for that trap. Putting marriage on the pedestal can actually lead to feelings of discontentment, envy, unworthiness, and in some cases, hatred. Growing up in an African home, the most your parents will do for you is probably secondary school, and the next thing is that they expect that you find a man so that you can settle down into a nurturing role. They don't really care about you as a woman, what you want to do or what you want to become. They just see marriage as an ultimate goal, and you can't blame them because that is what their own parents also know. But today, many people are single and they should not be judged for it. You see, being single gives you freedom, no committed relationship, meaning you can make decisions without considering a partner's needs and desires. Being single allows you to discover your independence and self-awareness. You can figure out who you are, what you believe, and what you want out of life without any distraction. Contrary to what we believe, singleness is not a curse. Rather, it's a gift and a blessing. By embracing your season of singleness, you can set the foundation for a fulfilling life and purposeful life ahead of you. It's important to know that your worth doesn't come from a relationship status. It is from the one who created you, and that is God. So embrace your single life. It is a time for self-discovery. There are a lot of things you can do while you are still single. Being single is a phase and a choice. Even though society often treats being single like it's a problem to fix. However, it's one of the most empowering decisions you can ever make in your life. Because being single means prioritizing yourself, your growth, your dreams, your happiness, and aspiration. I remember while growing up, when we see a certain age being single, maybe they are not married or anything, there is a way the society just looks at them. Some people even assume that they were promiscuous in their early adulthood, right? And that's why they are not settled down with a man and have kids by this time. Whereas that's not the case for most people. They chose to be single and they are happy with it. Not everyone wants to settle down. Not everyone wants to be under a man's rule. And that should be fine. Remember, being single is not a failure. It's not a delay. Neither is it a flaw. For many people, it's actually the first time they've truly belonged to themselves. So if you are single and thriving, don't let the world rush you into abandoning your peace. And if you are single and still learning how to thrive, be patient with yourself. And if you desire to later be in a relationship, love will come when it aligns and not when it's under pressure. And when it actually comes, it's going to be like an addition and not completion. Sometimes the most powerful love story is the one you actually build with yourself. So take time. Take advantage of your single status. And don't forget, thriving as a single individual doesn't mean you can't pursue a relationship or marriage in the future. It simply means living your life to the fullest regardless of your relationship status. So don't let anyone shame you if you are still single. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Lovely, if you come to the end of today's video, kindly give it a like, share, comment, and please subscribe. Till I see you on another video. Have an amazing day. Bye.